What's the halftime like?
At halftime,
Yeah.
coach was just he was just looking at us with his eye, like you said, big eyes, wide open, just like, guys, we gotta, he's like, we gotta stay in this thing. If we're gonna win this, we need to play. We need to play harder. We gotta do this. He's just like, just taking charge. It
It's
was
a good Singletary voice.
That is a really good Singletary.
Yeah, he was just trying to win.
Yeah.
He wanted to step in this thing and improve something to the organization.
You guys come out of halftime.
Yep.
Got Sean Hill in there now.
Sean Hill's in.
Mm-hmm.
And take us through the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Because, this whole thing kind of baffles me because if you're going to get on with your star for not putting the team first for the whole penalty, he has to be doing a lot more than that for you to get on him like that. Because he just ran 96 yards and almost chased a guy down, so he's showing you he's not quitting.
Mm-hmm.
So take us through this unsportsmanlike conduct penalty and this whole thing.
Yeah, it wasn't. I feel like at the moment, I'd say I was selfish and not selfless because I was young, and in my young mind, I'm thinking like, what's this guy doing? If I'm talking to myself, who does this guy think he is?
Yeah,
they brought me here to make plays and help this team win. I'm Vernon Davis. Why are you sending me to the locker room? I can help this team win. I don't need to go to the locker room. Who do you think you are? That's what I'm saying in my mind as a young guy coming into the league. But now, as I look back, assess the situation, Coach did me a solid. He did me a favor.
Yeah.
Him being there was a blessing in disguise because I needed that. I needed to have that moment of being benched and going to the locker room. I made a bonehead mistake. I got a penalty. I hit a guy. I believe I hit I forget who it was, but I hit him under his chin strap, and Coach benched me. That was just. I think Coach knew me. He was there since I got drafted, so he knew how I was. He watched me. He was just tired of my foolishness.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Wasting time, getting penalized.
Young guy, you're young.
Yeah.
You're still young in the head.
Yeah, so I go to the locker room. I do exactly what he tell me to do. I go to the locker room. Didn't say anything. He come to me. He said, "Come see me tomorrow." And I go see him after the game. I mean, I didn't know he was going to do what he did on television. I was at home laying in the bed with my kid's mom watching TV. This pops up. I'm like, wow.
What do you feel at that time?
I feel like he threw me under the bus at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, why would he do this? Why would he do that? I was like, this guy's crazy. So I knew right away I was gonna walk into that facility tomorrow, and it was gonna be, I didn't know what was gonna happen.
Like, you didn't know what happened.
I was furious, but I was definitely afraid of Coach Mike Singletary because I knew he wasn't no pushover.
Oh, so you think with Singletary, if you got rough with him, you think he would try to take you?
Oh man, yeah, he would. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh man, Singletary.
He stood up
that
in
old man
practice.
strength.
He stood up in practice one day. He said, "I'll fight all of y'all until I win. You might beat me, but I'm gonna get back up until I'm gonna keep on fighting."
Such old school guy. I love that. You guys get me, but
I love that dude. I love that dude, man.
Oh, that's awesome.
What a beast.
But we had a heart-to-heart, man, and I from that moment, I got it. I knew exactly what he wanted me to do, and I knew what I needed to do for myself if I wanted to stay on this team and if I wanted to be a leader for my teammates. I had to change my ways. I had to change my attitude. And thankfully that I had him, I was able to be the player that we saw for the next 11 to 12 years because of him, what he did for me.
Tough love.
Tough love.
Respect. Tough love is good.
Nothing but respect.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes we all need to be put in our place.
Yeah.
In some form or fashion.
Absolutely.
You know, everyone's got that story. And, you know, Coach Single, you could tell he was doing that out of love.
Yeah.
When he did it. You know, you're a young guy, a lot of money. You've been the man forever. I mean, that's got to be so hard for you. That's all you know. You know? So that's probably that's probably the turning point of your career right there. That turned you and made you think about that. And because it sounds like your energy changed from the type of teammate you were and everything by the time you got to Washington, where you enjoyed it. I can only imagine this day and age, 2008, it wasn't enjoyable at the time when you have a lot of firings going on, you got this going on. So man, that's awesome. It's awesome that you get real growth out of mistakes if you learn from them.
Right. If you learn from them.
If you learn from them.
That's correct, yeah. You're right.
Amen.
Yeah.
You don't have to answer this, but I'd be a bad person if I didn't ask. But what did Coach Singletary say to you in that conversation Monday morning?
Well, I don't know verbatim, like exactly what he said, but it was somewhere in the lines like, son, you have to change. You could do better. What you did out there, we can't have that on this team, son. I know what you can be. You can be great. You can be the best tight end in the NFL. But you got to change. And from that moment, I started crying. And I shook his hand. I said, okay, coach, I got you. And from that point on, I was, sky was the limit.
I fucking love
Heck
football.
yeah.
I love football.
Started
Heck
scoring more
yeah.
touchdowns. And
I think we need a fucking Oscar right there. I almost started crying right
Let's
there.
go, baby.
You got both characters in there. You got a tear.
That was
That's
awesome.
fucking good. I can't wait to see Plan B.
That was awesome.
you so funny.
What's the relationship with Coach Singletary now?
Oh, I love. He's like a father figure, brother. He's all of that, man. I reached out to him, and when I was writing this book, I was like, Coach, I'd love to have you, do the forward of this book. He was like, it'd be an honor. He's like, it'd be an honor. I was like, wow, that's amazing. I appreciate your blessings for that. And linked him with the publishing company, and the rest was history.
Wow.
That's pretty darn cool. Full circle moment. I love that.